Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Uh, the first thing, before everything, that I want you to all understand is that you have to protect your money-making abilities. You don't do that, you destroy yourself and your family. So you should not get sick, damage your body. Your body is your number one asset. You have to protect it at all times. I modified osteopathy, made it into like a Canadian style of osteopathy. The way European osteopathy is, they really don't care so much about your body. They show things that if you follow like that, you're gonna get damaged. Even though in my lectures I showed you, but because they also important, I want to go over them again. In European osteopathy, when you treat, you bend like this, the back, and you treat. If you look at the books, they do this. That's a big no-no in the Canadian style of osteopathy. You don't do that. Bending the back for 1 hour is a sure recipe for disaster. You get arthritis, you develop all sorts of problems. Do not do that. I mix that with the martial arts stand that we do like this. You adjust the height of your body with moving your leg, opening and closing your leg. The front knee bent, the back leg straight. If your table is low, you go low. If your table high, you go high. And for example, here, you see I'm doing treatment, my back is straight. It's not like this. I don't want to see any bent back. That's in the practical exam you fail if you do like treat like this. Your back at all time must be straight. So that is a very, very important thing for you, okay? The other thing is that you have to use your shoulder and body weight to do treatments, not your power of your wrist. Listen to me on that. I was a bad student in chiropractic school, and I got bump here because I used my hand instead. This bump came out because the ligament got lax. The ligament that covers it, it got lax, and now the vein under it popped out. And sometimes, especially when weather is hot, I look and I see a bump here, and it pulses up and down, up and down. I can do surgery, but it doesn't have pain or anything, so it doesn't bother me. But you always have to use shoulder. To give you an example, for example, you see my shoulder on top of wrist, okay? Then I do the treatment. I don't do like this. If I do like this now, I have to use the power of my hand to do treatment. First of all, it's not effective, but it pushes on this and it causes laxity in the ligaments, all sorts of trouble. So you see in my lectures, I focus on this a lot, always tell you shoulder on the wrist, shoulder on the wrist. It's for your own well-being. You get disabled here, your career as an osteopath is over, then you have to be a true person like me as a teacher, okay? You have to become a teacher like me, okay? So please do that. Another thing, your work is, as a manual therapist, is energy consuming. At the beginning you might get tired, but very fast you get used to it and you be fine and you never need to go to gym anymore. But until that time, you have to protect your energy at all times. Doing treatment like this is hard. Always use a table to take some of your weight off, like this. You see now, both of my legs are supported by the table, and some of my weight the table is handling. So my leg doesn't get tired as much, okay? This is very important for you, but just use it as a support. But again, as I said, against the European osteopathy, Canadian osteopathy, we never put food, any body part on the table. That's a big no-no that can cause a lot of problem for you. Never put the body parts on the table. Never ever. It's a big, you will fail the practical exam on that. Next, to protect yourself, a high-low electric table is a must. It's very good for you. Massage therapists work hip height, chiropractor works knee high. We do mix of both. As you know, chiropractic is started from osteopathy, so some techniques we use low, some technique high. You either have to always adjust yourself, which is good if you're working for somebody else and you don't have access to electric table. But if you have your own clinic, it's the best investment you can make. It's the best. You will thank me for that. I receive tons of emails. It saves your life. It saves you. It costs anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000, depending on the type. Get that. It saves you so much energy because you just, and also it feels very cool. You press, comes out, you love it. So that is one thing. Also, they sell these special foams. It's a little bit expensive, maybe cost about $1,000. You put it around the table. These are the ones people use when they go to exhibitions. Those ones who have shows, they have to stand 8 hours on their feet. It does amazing things for you. Takes a lot of pressure for you and makes your standing a lot easier. And the last point, I don't recommend for everybody, but for those of you who, no matter what you do, you get tired standing on your feet, then they have support hose, varicose vein socks that you can wear. They have different pressure in, get the minimum one like from 12 to 15 mmHg. They do wonders. They make you stand and walk for a long time without getting tired. You feel like you're walking on the cloud. So if you see after all this you're still tired of standing, wear that. That really helps a lot. So these things you do can protect your body, protect your asset, your body, your money-making abilities. Okay? Now,